come this way. Hey guys, I have no idea what's going on. I cannot seem to get my external mic working or my gimbal working. It's just like Covington all over again. Nothing works. I had it working before, but it's just not working now. So I'm just gonna go around, I guess, and talk to people. As you can see, there's a lot of protesters here. Well, not that much. There's a lot more Trump supporters here. So I'm gonna go around, talk to people. Yeah, it's working now because my external mic, I had an external mic with a wooden spoon and everything, and it's not working. I don't know how to get the external mic to work. No, I can't see you. Why could I be able to see you? But yeah, if anybody knows how to get the external mic to work with the YouTube streaming app, let me know, because I can't get it to work. Man, we had a lot more people earlier. Now there's like nobody. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of wait here, guys, until we get some people here. Yeah, I see you're typing. I see you guys. Huh? I will. So yeah, we're here at the National Underground Railroad Freedom Center, where there is protests against the Trump rally. Not that many people here yet, but I'm guessing it'll probably build up here as we're going. Yeah, you can hear me because I had to unplug the external mic. I have no idea how to get the external mic to work with the YouTube app. So for right now, this is what we're gonna have to do. And my gimbal's not working. So I have a gyroscope gimbal and a mic, and none of them are working. And I can't get a horizontal camera to work with YouTube Live. It's just vertical that'll work. It tells me, flip your phone, move it horizontal. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do a damn thing. It just sits there. So, right, yeah. So I'm basically, I didn't need to buy any equipment, just my phone. Good to see you guys. Flip the camera around here. What's up, fellas? I'll show you my cameraman here, my brother Steven, who came as security and cameraman.
What's up, Dronetek Army?
Yes. Well, I suppose we should go start trying to talk to people. How are you all doing? So, all the protests are going on down here at the National Underground Railroad Freedom Center, while the rally is way down there at that stadium, where there's a line that wraps all the way around for quite a while. Yeah, it's fine. Can you guys hear me all right? That's my cameraman, or he was supposed to be my cameraman. But since my gimbal isn't working, then that kind of destroys that. So. I'm gonna go talk to some people here in a little bit. I'm just letting the audience build up here before I go and starting trouble. Yeah, so far it's looking like the protest is pretty small. It is officially started. It started at 5 o'clock. Oh, we got Trump baby balloons. Hello, ma'am. You mind if I interview you or just ask some questions?
Sure.
So it says close concentration camps, stop racism.
Yeah.
So you are of the belief that the detention centers are concentration camps?
Yeah. I've seen the picture.
Right. Have you? So I'm just curious. So you're an Obama supporter?
I was.
Not anymore, though.
Well,
I noticed that the Democrat debate last night, they were really kind of throwing Obama under the bus. Did you watch that?
Yeah, I did.
Why do you think there's a reason for that, or?
I don't think they were. I think they were just,
Oh, that's cool. So yeah, so you're aware then that Obama, like a lot of these detention centers, he built. I mean, they were built under his administration.
No.
Well, that too. You're right. Yeah, there were some built under Bush as well.
They were not used to detention centers for children.
That's right.
Mostly for adult males.
Well, so basically.
Leading questions.
Oh well,
Who are you with?
I'm with Dronetek Politics, a YouTube channel,
Okay.
and I focus on media. I'm not like.
And you were asking leading questions.
Well, what question was that?
Oh, they don't like
you think that
Obama
they threw
anymore.
Obama under the bus?
Right. Well, they did at the Democrat debates last
I
night.
think they did. So you want us to say something about it?
Well, no. That's actually not it. I'm really. It's interesting to me because way more kids. There were about 90,000 to 100,000 kids unaccompanied coming across the border under Obama. And where do you think that?
These are not unaccompanied kids. They were taken.
No. So around 2,000 were kids that were with adults that were separated. The vast majority, like 50,000 of them, are unaccompanied right now.
Okay.
And they are in what you guys call cages, but they were in cages under Obama too. They were in fact,
Like this.
what do you mean? What do you mean by that? Not like this. How is it different?
Climate change, there's a mass migration going on all over the world. If you've gotten the latest issue of the National Geographic, it's dedicated to that. So our inefficiency in dealing with fossil fuels
Mm-hmm.
is a big cause of this problem. Now it existed under Obama, it existed under the Bushes, it existed
For many presidents. Yeah.
Yes, and trying to bring a false equivocation to this.
Well, how is it false though? How is it false though?
It's false equivocation.
Right, but how?
The first
I'll tell you the one difference I noticed is that the media doesn't care. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You're right. Go ahead.
Yeah, you've got a lot of masculine aggressiveness going on.
I don't mean to. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but
I apologize. I'm very friendly. I'm interested when I hear. So you guys are aware that there was a terrorist attack on a detention center, right? And in his manifesto, he called them concentration camps. So is the media and are the Democrats inciting terrorist attacks now?
amazing. Yeah.
Is it? Trump is constantly accused of inciting violence, right?
He does.
Is that not inciting violence?
He incites violence.
What violence? No, just tell me. Like, what violence has he incited?
This is not worth it.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. I appreciate your time. I do appreciate your time. Okay. Okay. I'm actually really into this topic, and I know a lot about it.
You're not really into it. You're looking for
Are you aware? There's an NPR reporter. Her name is Maria. I can't remember. She's on MSNBC all the time. She said that she's been covering this, children separated, all this, going back 20 years. And she's like, we've been trying to talk about this, nobody cared. You know why? Because the media didn't care when Obama was doing it because they wanted to make sure he had the best possible life. So why wasn't it an issue under Obama?
because they didn't do it like
They did. Have you ever heard, do you know what the Flores opinion is?
I think I would just stop.
Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Hitler, go back? Really? Don't you think that that's kind of like minimizing what Hitler did? No?
Wait a minute. I said I had some
I'm sorry?
I wanted to say
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
be interrogated.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You're right. This isn't CNN. All right, go ahead.
So, when Trump was running for president, one of the things that he did was he talked about how there were Muslims in the streets of New York during the 9/11.
All right.
And then there became violence against the Muslims, and they started getting attacks against them.
What violence against Muslims? I mean, there's been a lot of attacks from Muslims, right, in this country. Yeah?
No,
No?
Muslims have been
there's
Really?
only a very, very minute.
Really? Are you aware of all the attacks?
Most of the attacks have been from young kids that are attacking their schools.
Well, see, the thing about that is, and that's horrible. I mean, obviously, it's fucking horrible. Right. It's a nightmare, no doubt. But here's the thing is that, and like when you talk about like inner cities and urban areas, there are mass shootings almost every day, but they don't get reported as that for some reason. Why do you think that is? It's like there's an uneven picture being presented to the public.
I don't know about
I'm not saying it's good or right. I'm just saying that it's a very sort of uneven picture that the public is getting.
No, it isn't.
You don't think so?
Everyone.
So why is it when there's a mass shooting in Chicago, it's not reported like all through the media? Mass shooting in Chicago.
It should be.
It's not though, but it's not.
I usually read about mass shootings.
Me too. I read about it, but there's a difference between. Right. Well, there's a difference between reading some internet story and it being broadcast nightly on MSNBC and CNN. Look at what's happening here. Well, it's funny. It's interesting to me that like people say, oh, well, when you report about Muslims, you're not being fair because it's a tiny percentage. Well, hold on. And I don't disagree.
It's white supremacy.
White supremacy from what?
Hitler was white supremacy.
Hitler was white supremacy. Yeah. I don't see that. Like, what's the evidence of that, though?
First of all, one of his major donors was the head of the KKK.
Well, there are donors to the Democrat Party that are connected to the KKK
In Hillary's
and other.
book, she says that she looks up to that dude.
Well, then, if she does that,
I'd be more worried about
if
that.
she says that, then I would.
So you
Well,
don't
it's
think
written
that's a
in her book,
boogeyman?
so.
And here's another thing. So these groups, the Ku Klux Klan, who I abhor, I condemn these organizations. These are bad people. But
President won't condemn them.
absolutely, he condemned them. And in fact, you guys probably think he called Nazis very fine people, right?
The minute you say I condemn them, but
Well, no. I condemn them unequivocally.
yourself.
No.
You are framing questions in such a way as to get an answer that you
How can I do any better than condemning them? What's above condemning them?
it's the button.
Well, because I'm talking about media manipulation. When I say but, I'm like, but there's media manipulation.
You're very minded.
There are no races that are very fine people.
Right, I agree. But Trump during that press conference, so the media has played that little like 10-second snippet, but they don't, there is an hour-long press conference. He condemned the neo-Nazis. He condemned the neo-Nazis and all those people and said that he was specifically talking about people who were standing up against this idea of removing monuments. And he went on to explain that because I'm nervous, he's like, I'm worried that they're going to go after George Washington and Jefferson next. And then he got into like a back and forth with the press. Do you guys remember that?
I remember all that.
They are doing it right now. George Washington.
Jefferson killed many.
Right, so in all of American history.
Because he was a hero for killing an Indian.
Right.
That's how he got to be
Well,
president.
Indians were heroes for killing other Indians. I mean, right? It was the time. It was war. I mean, that's just how. It's not really fair to dictate today based on what happened back then. But I guess my point is you could erase U.S. history completely with that logic. And Trump was saying, and look, I'm not saying that Trump is. I have plenty of gripes with Trump, okay? But there are unfair attacks on him from the media who are. I mean, I don't know how you can.
That's what he said.
Well,
You're repeating what he's saying.
I've been into this going back to the Bush years, so I have too. Right. So it has nothing to do with that. I'm a media critic.
You do realize that Dick Cheney might find something.
Absolutely, I'm not a defender of Bush or Cheney at all.
And so when we have a war over there, guess who's making money? People that have invested.
Right. Well, that includes Democrats. I mean, come on. They're all. If we're talking about warfare and all that, that's all of them.
That's not Democrat.
Oh, come on. When Obama, do you realize how many conflicts were we involved in under Obama? Well, we went into Syria. We deposed Gaddafi. Remember, Hillary was like, we came, we saw, we killed him.
How many?
Well, two. Well, no, additional, two.
No.
Yes, we went into Syria. We deposed Gaddafi under Obama.
First of all, when we went into Iraq, weapons of mass destruction were not
Were you ever in
there.
the military?
No, that's all right. See, it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
I'm just curious. I mean, you got people talking about stuff they don't know anything.
Well,
they don't know what they're talking
That's not fair because not everybody's in the military.
True.
I think I've had enough of it.
All right. Well, I do
Thank you
appreciate
for the
it.
interview.
I do appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Let's go find some other things. I think I might have got you thinking about some things.
No, I parked and then I